You cannot understand what happened on the 7th of October if you don't go back to 1948. If you don't understand how Gaza, the Gaza Strip, was created. Because most people don't know that before 1948 there wasn't such an entity called the Gaza Strip. The Gaza Strip is an Israeli invention in 1948. Until 1948, Gaza was a small town, very cosmopolitical, because it was on a Via Maris between Alexandria and Alexandretta in Turkey. Many people passed through. It had Jewish, Christian, and Muslim communities living there in coexistence and peace. And then came the Nakba, catastrophe, the Israeli, what I called in my book, the ethnic cleansing. And what happened was that Israel was able, when it committed the ethnic cleansing, to expel Palestinians to Lebanon, to Syria, to Jordan. But Egypt did not allow Israel to expel Palestinians to Egypt. So Israel had a problem in the south. So they said, okay, we'll give up. They decided not to occupy Gaza. They decided to create this rectangle as a huge refugee camp so that they can push the hundreds of thousands of Palestinians from the central and south of Palestine that Egypt did not want to receive, and to push it to 2% of historical Palestine and close it as a border and let the Egyptian take the military rule over that area. So from the very first moment in 1948, the Strip was a huge refugee camp under pressure in unbearable conditions already in 48. Of course, things became even worse after Israel occupied it in 1967. Even worse since 2007 when the siege on Gaza began. And then the 17 years of siege that included 4 bombardments of Gaza, which is probably what most young people in Gaza know, since many of them are in the early 20s. The only reality they know is the reality of siege, and 4 bombardments from the air, the land, and the sea from 2007 until today. And in 7th of October, what came out is this whole reaction, both to the siege, but also to the fact that so many of the people in Gaza were refugees who were pushed into this strip from 1948 and were under military occupation.